Hello, dear students. Welcome back. Today we are going to begin with our next chapter, chapter number 4, Journal. Very important chapter. Before we begin with the chapter, let's have a brief introduction about the chapter. When the business transactions take place, the first step is to record the same in the books of original entry or day book. Thus, journal is a simple book of accounts in which all the business transactions are originally recorded in chronological order. Whenever money is involved, accounting is required for it, and journal is the foundation of accounting. In actual accounting system, transactions are initially recorded in the journal. The accounting record is known as a journal. Journal is used to list all the necessary information about a transaction in one place. The process of recording a transaction in journal is called a journalizing. An entry made in journal is called journal entry. So let's understand the meaning of journal more clearly. A journal is the basic book of account in double entry. It is a book in which day-to-day transactions are recorded immediately when they take place. Here, journ means a day in Latin, and so the word journal derived from it means a day book, that is, a book in which transactions are recorded daily in the order in which they take place. Transactions are recorded in the journal book from the accounting voucher, that is, prepared on the basis of source documents, that is, cash memo, invoices, purchase bills, etc. Journal makes it possible to review the effect of transactions on the business. And journal entry means recording the business transactions in the journal. In this, the transaction is analyzed to determine which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Now let us discuss the characteristics of journal book. First point is original book. Journal is the book of original entry because it is the book in which transactions are originally recorded. Any business transaction is recorded firstly in the journal systematically, debiting one account and crediting another account. Second point is dual effect. It records both the debit and credit aspects of a transaction by using the double entry system of bookkeeping. According to debit credit rule, dual effects of accounting transactions are recorded in it. Now next point is two columns for amount. There are two columns for recording amount. One for recording amount of the account to be debited and the other for recording amount of the account to be credited. Next point is order of date. In journal book, accounting transactions are recorded on daily basis in the order of their happenings or as per the order of date. Now, next point is narration. Narrations means a detailed description of the transaction which is given in this record. This gives information about the transaction to the reader. Now, here is the format of journal. As you can see here, there are 5 columns. First column is of date. In date column, the date of the transaction on which it takes place is written. Then the next column, that is second column, is of particulars. In particulars column, the name of the accounts to be debited is written first, then the name of the accounts to be credited, and lastly, the narration is written. Narration is a precise explanation of the transaction for the proper understanding of the entry. We can know the correctness of the entry through these narrations. Next column is of LF. Full form of LF is Ledger Folio. In LF column, the page number on which the various accounts appear in the ledger is entered. All the columns except the Ledger Folio column are completed at the time of journalizing. The Ledger Folio column is filled in at the time of posting, which you will be learning in subsequent chapter. Then the next column is of debit column. In the fourth column of journal, the amount of debited account is to be written. Then the next column is credit column. In the fifth column of journal, that is in credit column, the amount of credited account is to be written. Now let's take an example to understand how journal entry is passed as per the format. So here's the transaction. Mr. Ram purchased goods worth rupees 80,000 on cash basis. So for passing journal entry, first you will have to decide which two accounts will be affected. As you have learned it in chapter 2, the same steps we have to apply. Here, the two accounts which will be affected are purchase account and cash account. So here is the journal entry. First, we found out what accounts are involved in business transaction, that is purchase account and cash account. Now, second step is ascertain what is the nature of accounts involved. That means whether it is cash transaction or credit transaction, and whether it is a personal account, real account or nominal account, which I explained you in chapter 2. Here, it is cash transaction, as cash word is mentioned here. That means cash account is definitely going to be affected. And second is purchase account, which is going to be affected. Then ascertain the golden rule of debit and credit, which is to be applied for each of the accounts involved. Then find out which account is to be debited and which account is to be credited. Here we found that purchase account and cash account both are real account. So we will apply the rule of real account, which says that debit what comes in and credit what goes out. Here goods are coming in the business as we are purchasing it. So purchase account will be debited and cash is going out of business because we have paid cash in order to purchase goods. So cash account will be credited. So in this way, in the particular column, we will write the word DR, that means debit, on the same line against the name of the account, that is purchase account, and the amount to be debited in the debit amount column, that is 80,000. Then in the next step, record the name of the account to be credited in the next line preceded by the word to at a few space towards right in the particulars column, and the amount to be credited in the credit amount column in front of the name of the account, that is 80,000. So in this way, journal entry is passed. Now one thing more I would like to add. There are two types of journal entries: simple journal entry and compound journal entry. A simple entry is one in which only two accounts are affected. One account is debited and another is credited with an equal amount. And second is a compound journal entry. A compound entry is one in which two or more accounts are debited and one or more accounts are credited. Now let us discuss significance of journal. That means importance of journal. Here first point is all accounting transactions. That means journal entries provide records of all business transactions in one place on the time and date basis. Second point, detailed information. In journal, all transactions are recorded on the basis of receipts or bill, so we can check authenticity of each journal entry with their bills. Here, a systematic and detailed information of each transaction is maintained. Thus, when any information is required, can be obtained. Third point is information useful for future. In journal, accountant writes every journal entry's narration below of that journal entry. Thus, everyone can know what the reason of that journal entry is. And in the future, information related to transaction becomes available. Fourth point is easy for posting. Journal is the basis of posting in ledger accounts. Without making of journal, accountant cannot make ledger accounts. In journal, there is one column of ledger folio, that is LF. It is very important for checking reference of each account's posting with its original journal entry, which you will be studying later. Systematic recording. Journal is this is the next point, systematic recording. Since before recording transactions in ledger, transactions are recorded in the journal books as per rules. The transactions are recorded in systematic manner in ledger. Now next point is errorless accounts. In journal entries, every transaction is recorded after deep analysis of two accounts on the basis of double entry system. So there is minimum chance of mistake. There is minimum chance to avoid any particular transaction because in journal, transactions are recorded on date basis. So that's all for today. In the next video, we will be learning to pass journal entries by taking examples of different transactions. Till then, keep on studying. Thank you very much.